Jehudi, sometimes called Tehudi, is the messenger of the netters, the messengers of the powers and principles, the heavenly host, who begins to instruct him on how to defeat Set.
So in another temple in Kemet, the temple of Edfu, we find that story laid out on the walls where Heru confronts his uncle Set, does battle with him, spears him in every part of his body that corresponds to that part of his father's body that was dismembered.
In the heat of the battle, Heru's eye is knocked out, okay? And what this represents is the fact that he lost his spiritual vision in the heat of the battle. And so what Heru has to do is he has to reclaim his eye, or what has come to be called the third eye, the eye of all-seeing enlightenment. That's the eye of Heru, that we must have, that allows us to see beyond the physical dimensions into the mental and spiritual dimensions.
And then Heru, after he defeated Set, reclaimed his father's throne. And as the myth goes, Heru was transformed into a falcon, flew into heaven, met with his father.
When Heru defeated his uncle, he took the form of a falcon and flew to heaven. Tell his father of this victory. And so at that time, Heru became the king of the physical world of Kemet, and Asar became the Lord of Judgment.
When Heru defeated Set, his father Asar was resurrected from the dead and took his place on the throne of judgment. Heru became the king of Kemet. So father and son ruled the physical world and the metaphysical world. They became the model for all human beings in Kemet. They became the pathway for life and the afterlife.
You see that when a pharaoh died, wrapped in the falcon wings of Heru, who is the resurrected savior. And in our ancient tradition, we have a child born of immaculate conception, Heru, being born to a Set. That child becomes the savior child that will go on to save the world. And each of our great leaders embodies that personality of that divinity.
There's several different pieces of that story that are in direct correlation to the story of Jesus. And it's amazing that most Christians don't know that the story of Jesus was told 12 times throughout history, but the names changed and the faces changed. And what most people don't know is that that story originated with the story of Heru.
What you're seeing is the family as the image of God, because there is a father, Asar. So the family as the image of God. Why? Because only the male, female can recreate and create. Nothing else can create. And only God can create.